now, people do questions as to how an avatar should die. Yogis and gurus, right, will know when they're going to die, and they also tell you when they're going to die. Like for example, Paramahansa Yogananda, you know how he died? He took something called samadhi. Samadhi means you sit and you sit in this position and you leave your body at the appropriate time of death. So Paramahansa Yogananda did that in front of thousands of Americans in California, in Hollywood, California. He had thousands of devotees. He was the first Swami to come here. He wrote a book called Autobiography of a Yogi. If you have not read that book, I advise you to read that book, Autobiography of a Yogi. Thousands of Americans have read that book already. So he talks about samadhi, or leaving your body at will and so on. And so he sat like this, and he told all his devotees that he's leaving, right? And he left. And his body was embalmed and still there. I went and touched his body in the coffin and asked for blessings. So I liked him so much that I went to California to do that. And my guru, Muktananda, which is Guru Mai's guru also, and Muktananda also took samadhi. He told the devotees, in front of devotees, he left. And he says, I'm leaving now. And his body is embalmed and is still in Ganesh Puri. Right? But avatars sometimes act differently. Now, Lord Krishna was the last great avatar before Christ. And do you know how Lord Krishna died? Now, he was the great Lord. One would expect that he would also die in front of all the devotees, right? They didn't. He was sitting on a tree, and there was a hunter that thought that it was a deer. And he shot Lord Krishna with an arrow. That's how he died. See, Arjuna was Krishna, I don't know how he died. But it happened because he had, if you know the story, he had told one of the gurus, he had cursed, he was cursed by the guru, one of the gurus, because apart when he was in the war, the guru was shot while he was still trying to fix his chariot. So he told Arjuna to shoot the guru, because the guru was on the bad side. So this is Guru Drone, if you remember the story. And Guru Drone was shot while he was fixing his chariot. So that you're not supposed to shoot anybody unless you're facing them. So the Guru cursed Krishna that he would die the same way. And that's how Lord Krishna died. So now, it's the same thing. Looking at Sai Baba, he decided if he didn't show any pain because he absorbed all your sin, all your energy. Which brings us to a very important topic, which is when you are coming to see me and you have a pain, where does the pain go? The pain goes away from you, but where does it go? It comes to me. It comes to me. That's why I tell you, do not wear black. Why? Because if you wear black, then it's dark energy that will come to you. So it's very hard sometimes to bless a person who is in black clothes, and black garments and so on. Because it stops the energy. The body has a natural energy that if you put light, it responds to the light. So when you put black clothes on, it keeps a dark energy in the body. Right? And that's why when people come in black clothes, I don't take the energy. But Sai Baba, he is an avatar of great karma. So he's able to absorb your black energy even a little bit more. Okay? But really, in Hinduism, we never tell people to wear black clothes. Because black clothes keep the light, the energy of the body out of the light. So it's very important that we avoid black clothes when you go in for blessings. You go into anybody for blessings, like a priest or anybody, always wear light clothes. Then it will help the energy to, And of course I experience it while I'm doing it. Sometimes a girl, she comes and she says, I said, did you give a body black clothes? And she says, yes. I said, okay, but I'm feeling certain things. So I'm ready to go and do her chakra cleansing. And I see that she has black bra on or something. And I said, did you tell me that you have no black clothes? But I have to stop, right? Because sometimes people don't realize it, but the energy, I can feel that in the black clothes. Sometimes even before I even start to do the cleansing, I feel the black clothes. And I ask them and they still say no. So it's very important that you avoid these black clothes. That's why Sai Baba absorbed all his energy. So that's why Sai Baba now, what he did was he absorbed all this energy now, and he's now, taking all that in the dialysis, in all of this sickness that he had, and some of the operations he had. He has to go through just like a human. Sai Baba was interested in teaching people. And a lot of people who go to see Sai Baba in India went only for the miracles. They wanted to see the magic. They wanted the devotee. They wanted to see the magic of the powder coming out of his hands. Or they want to see him, the lingam. He used to bring a lingam out of his mouth. And every so often he would bring one out. And people would be fascinated with that. Right? Or sometimes he would materialize some bracelet or gadina chain, and he will give it to you and so on. So if you go there with the intention of seeing the magic, you will come back empty-handed. In other words, you will come back without learning anything. But if you go there to see Sai Baba because of the teaching that he teaches, the knowledge, then you will come back with a lot of things in your hands. So that's what makes some people sometimes, when they go there, they come back and they say, oh, I don't believe. Now, I have the same problem with the people that I see. I have the same problem with the people I see. This one lady came to see me. She couldn't get pregnant. So we do all the prayers. It was a miracle. She got pregnant. But she came back a year later and she was still wearing her black clothes. She went back to red meat. Okay? But she did all the prayers because she wanted the baby. So, in this present society, if somebody is not making money, they're not going to do it. Because it's desire. In other words, because they want to gain something, material. But they don't realize that sometimes when you gain, the material is temporary. The money is temporary. You have to look for the spiritual gain in something. So that's what Sai Baba taught. He says, do things without looking for the money right away. But no matter what you do, you're still going to gain. You think that sometimes you're not gaining, but if you take the money, you lose the blessing. so to speak. Right? Now, a good example. For example, if someone is coming to see you and he asks you for help to move from one place to the next, for example, you're moving this weekend, let's say. So you move from one place to the next. So you ask the person to help you move and the person says no. Okay. Then you ask the next person says, well, if you can pay me some money, I'll help you move. Right? Now, if the person takes the money for helping you to move from one place to the next, let's say, the person is just going to get that amount of money in blessing. But if the person helps you to move and doesn't take anything, some way down the road, that person is going to be blessed with a nice, beautiful trip. Okay? Whenever you are doing something, don't do it with the money in mind. Do it because you want to do it and you want to help the person and you want blessings. Be a little more selfish in terms of blessings, not money. And watch the difference. The money comes automatically. And if you see how they win the lottery, you'll see that. The old people who won the lottery don't need the money. But why did the old person win the lottery and the young person didn't win the lottery? Because the young person already took his lottery. He's taking it in terms of taking money from people, doing all these things, trying to gain from everybody. And the person who won the lottery have done so much good things that God is ready to reward that person at that age, and so now they don't need money. I'll give you a secret to win the lottery. You want to win the lottery, right? Make $1 million worth of goodness, and I guarantee you will get $1 million in lottery. It's very simple. Hinduism have it. It's called karma. Action and reaction. And it's very simple. You know, my kids exercise this in their life as a young student and so on. My daughter Luana, what she would do is she would go and do extra things for her teacher, even after school. And I didn't force her to do it. She wanted to do it herself, but I was proud of her that she thought of doing it like that. She would go after school, she would go on Saturdays, she would do extra things for her teacher and everything. And so that, without pay, she doesn't ask for anything in return. And because of that, I was not surprised when she got a free scholarship to Syracuse University. So I come and I say to Angela and Martha and everybody, I said, you know, my Luana got through the Syracuse University, she got a scholarship and everything, and Luana and Martha and Angela says, oh great, that's nice. Okay? But little did they know that Luana already was building that karma by doing extra Saturdays and Sundays for her teacher. It's called seva. It's called service to humanity. Sai Baba didn't make himself popular, he didn't advertise, he didn't do anything. He didn't put up an advertisement and say, I am Sai Baba. He became great because he did everything without looking for gain, selfishly. That's what makes an avatar great.